감사합니다.
Introduce yourself.
I'm a freshman at KAIST. I'm planning to major in chemical and biomolecular engineering, chemistry, and nuclear and quantum engineering. I mean, I'm still deciding among those three. Right now, I teach. I volunteer in teaching, and my dream is to become a professor in chemistry.
Good.
네.
Korean language.
네. 안녕하세요. 제가 프란시스라고요. 저 새내기
새내기?
새내기 카이스트에서 카이스트를 다니고 있어요. 전공할 생각이 물어보면은 제가 과학과 제가 원자력 및 양자공학과 그리고 생명과학과 그런 과를 전공하고 싶어요.
네.
네. 네. 요즘은 앞치브라는 앱으로 봉사하고 있거든요. 그리고 제 꿈이는 또 교수님 되고 싶어요. 네.
잘 되길 바랄게요.
네.
What's the differences for life between Korea and Philippines?
I guess for me, in the Philippines, our school system is actually quite messy. So you can actually major in a lot of different ways possible. But in terms of like the strictness and like the quality of education, South Korea is better than the Philippines. But I guess the only advantage that being in KSA is that you can advance into different fields of science that you want. But the problem is that you're only limited to science. So for example, if you wanted to major in humanities, you might have to look hard into which high school you want to belong to.
In Korean language? Just follow.
한국 교육과 필리핀 교육의 차이가 필리핀은 좀 어떻게 말했을까? 감사합니다. 어려운 점
거친 모이고요. 무알콜이고요. 그다음에 여기는
미로
물이 샤워라고 알콜. 드디어 알콜을 먹을 수 있다고 이걸 하네요. About study in other countries.
I guess first of all, it would be the language. If you really want to maximize your experience living in another country, you must actually learn the culture, the tradition, and of course the language to be a little bit more respectful to others, and also to know like why some things are really cultural, or like why is it only for South Korea, for example, if you go to South Korea. And then the second thing would be, of course, South Korea, like its education, it's actually quite competitive. So if you want to excel in your studies, you really have to fight head on with Koreans. And for me, I think it was the first time I had to experience that. So when I was a freshman in first year, I actually had hard times on how should I study this, or how should I practice this so that I could be just as better, or just better, or maybe just to keep up with the Koreans. Well, I think it's one of many factors, and that would be our American background because we were actually under American rule from, I guess, the early 1900s up until 1941 or 1950s. So our education was actually transformed to have like a English curriculum, and it has been passed down through generations. So I guess a typical Filipino would learn English since 5 years old. Starting from 5 years old, they would learn the alphabet, and then starting from the first grade, they would learn the grammar, and then by the time they go to high school or middle school, they would now like try to comprehend like literary works by others. So I think the exponential growth of fluency in English is apparent in the curriculum itself.
Could you say something to junior international students?
So I guess it would be to not neglect your studies, but also don't let anyone try to change who you are. I believe that we are all different. So if you just create your own path and focus and put your mind to it, I think you'll be successful in life on either in whatever field you go, may it be chemistry, biology, science, or may it not be even related to science. As long as you put your passion and determination, and like don't let anyone obstruct even their comments, even their harshful sayings about you. That's about it. Thank you.
Could you say something to KSA teachers and students?
Thank you for everyone. Thank you everyone for improving myself over these past 3 years. I also want to say sorry to those I have actually bothered and also burdened by my actions, especially to Ojino Sonsingnim, because he has been, since the first day, has been looking out for me and also always telling me to wake up early, to study hard, and to focus on my goals and dreams.
Could you say your unforgettable memory in KSA?
I think it would be in my first and second year when Ojino teacher would actually wake me up in the morning, and since it's really early, I'm not really used to the situation. So there was one time I actually cursed at him, and he also replied back feverishly. And I mean, but now I think we're on good terms. So, but I think it was the time where we had fights in an informal language in Korean. So it will always remain in my memory for 위트있는데요?
당신의 거랑 당신 먼저